Hey everybody, this is the one thing about us. We review.
We review. Podcast. We know this is a podcast.
It's not a podcast, it's a video.
Today we're going to be reviewing something different. We got The Last of Us season finale coming up soon. But today we're gonna dive into our first film review, Antman and the Wasp Quantumania.
That's what he did.
Yes, he did.
What do you think?
It was okay. It was kind of weaker than most MCU fares, but it was held together mainly by its main villain, Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror.
I love Jonathan Majors.
He did an excellent job. Every time he was on screen, a lot of menace. But other than that, it kind of was...
So tell me.
A weaker...
Have I killed you before?
Yeah. It was kind of a weaker entry in the MCU, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Rudd still does what he knows how to do. Michael Douglas was still hilarious, and Bill Murray's cameo I thought was decent.
I thought it was his cameo.
And Michelle Pfeiffer also did a good job.
She looking hot. I thought Eternals was better.
Yeah.
The only reason why this movie might edge out the Eternals is because of Kang.
Yes.
And that's the only reason. Because you were over there. I kept watching you, and you're like, I'm so hyped. I'm ready for his introduction.
They kept mentioning him.
I'm ready to see him.
They kept mentioning the Conqueror, and waiting for him to come on. And then when he finally does, the costume looked amazing. The acting was excellent. Everything about it was just
You're a
fucking
monster.
Cool.
I'm a conqueror.
Yeah.
It was really good. I'm so glad they left that line in, though. If they'd have took that line out, have I killed you before?
Yeah, he would have had a conniption fit.
I'd have lost my shit.
Doctor Strange, they took out a quote he wanted, but...
Why have it in the trailer if you're not going to put it in the movie?
Buddy, that's plenty of things like that.
But they honey-dicked you.
They honey-dicked him, yes.
Things just got out of hand. Like, that was... But, the way he acted that, and I watched that scene in the trailer.
I love the special effects. Some
of the special effects were a little wonky.
But as far as like Kang's palace goes and his throne, that was awesome.
I did.
The after credits scenes will get you hyped for Loki season 2 and also the future of the MCU.
How many did you call? All of them.
Yeah, that was a lot of Kangs.
A lot of Kangs. That was really good. The fucking ooze thing running made me laugh every time I saw it.
I think a big thing we missed though was Luis. From the
how awesome would have been if there was like a third after credit scene, and it was just him recapping the whole movie.
Yeah,
I'd have sat there.
He was definitely because he's one of the best parts of the first two. So being him not in it, kind of weird. Do you know the one guy that it was him, it was T.I., and it was that guy Kurt. That actually was the actor that voiced the ooze thing, Dev. So I think it was Dev, but he was funny. I have holes, so.
I have holes.
And then he just destroys.
I didn't know that the impact would have got on my fucking nerves though, because he would have hated reading my mind.
Yeah. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that.
I'm like, oh, you stop thinking you.
But overall, it was a weaker film. Besides the villain, this is one of the more because a lot of the MCU projects, a lot of them say, the villain is the weaker aspect of the film. This was nowhere close to that.
That one and then gore were like the two best things about the movies.
But we wanted more gore.
Yeah.
And we did not have
We wanted more gore and gore, the God Butcher.
Well, it's an MCU film, so you're not going to get a lot of gore.
Well,
G-O-R.
The next one, not the next one, but Deadpool is an MCU movie and it's going to be rated R.
Well, we'll see.
And apparently the rumor is that Hugh Jackman is playing multiple versions of Wolverine.
I know Blade's rated R because that is a rated R property. You can't have a vampire movie and have no blood.
That one worried me a little bit with the whole drama that was surfacing it, but apparently they've got it figured out.
Yeah. But a serviceable film. I'd go see it.
I'd see it again.
I'll buy it
Antman.
on DVD.
I'll buy it on the thing. It was just another movie. Our list, by the time we get around to doing our legit MCU review timeline with the whiteboard and everything, it's going to be a lot of movies. I don't know if I should do a whiteboard. We should do a whiteboard, or because I'm not computer savvy enough to.
You can do a whiteboard. But Kang the Conqueror is something to watch out for.
He was fucking bitches up. The thing that gets me is they said that the director and writer said they nerfed him. Like in the original cut, he was more powerful.
Yeah.
So how can you get more? Like he was swatting them away. Like they were flying to try to attack him. He's like, "Get on my face."
We will only find out.
Because they said that they didn't want him to be like another Thanos, just coming in and wiping the floor with everyone. Which I think he would take Thanos on in a fight, personally.
Mm-hmm. I disagree, but
You don't think he could take him in a fight?
no.
You don't think he can hold his own?
Without his technology or hand to hand?
I'm not saying hand to hand.
You're saying with the technology?
Mm-hmm.
So him and ultimate power, Thanos at ultimate power with all the stones.
No.
Because with all the stones, Thanos would destroy everything.
I'm talking about Thanos as he is.
No, he would still get him.
Thanos, when Thanos was conquering worlds without the Infinity Gauntlet.
I think he'd be. Oh God.
And then Kang, the way he was taking out worlds, would be not be. My thing is, if you take in that scene, if you take when they're on Titan, if you take Iron Man out and put Kang in, Thanos is getting whopped.
I think their speeches to each other would tire both of them out. Because you got him talking about controlling time, and Thanos talking about controlling half of existence.
He'd be like, "Oh, and Kang would be like, I get you. I wiped out planets. You wiped out a planet.
I understand. Let's kiss.
Let's do.
Let's do a thing. A thing, gang.
They call me crazy. I prefer Mad Titan, and I prefer Conqueror. That's just what we do."
They didn't call him that. I feel like he said something different, but
Mad Titan.
I don't know. It's a must see. If you're an MCU fan, it's rent it. If you're not an MCU fan,
Well, if you're not an MCU fan, just wait till it comes out on Disney Plus.
because
Because odds are you probably have Disney Plus anyway. But no, I thought it was good. A few points made me laugh. Made me laugh a few times. Action fight scenes are pretty good, especially at the end with Antman and Kang. That fight scene was good. Kind of one-sided, but it was good. I'd like to send Hope and Antman and Kang go at it.
I feel like that would be a more competitive.
Slightly.
Oh,
MODOK.
I liked MODOK.
I'm a dick and I don't know how to be anything else.
I'm an Avenger, and they're like, oh well.
Yeah, it's like to say I died in Avenger. I'm like, well,
Plus
okay.
you see him nude,
These little
and
buttocks.
you're not even, and you don't expect it, but it was there. It was there, but everyone talks shit about it. I liked it. I actually thought he was a good part of the MCU.
Well, the movie. Yeah.
The movie. Well, he was in past MCU projects. He was Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man.
Project. So yeah, that was nice.
Project.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Project.
Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You said projects as in if he did multiple. He was in one other
now
one.
he's in projects.
Yes. Now he's in two.
Because he's MODOK.
Corey
and he's
Stoll.
My name's Darren.
Darren, you got a copy? Darren. MODOK. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, that would be something you would do.
Yeah, it is, and I agree with it.
It is what it is.
100%.
But I thought it was pretty good, a movie over. I'd go see it again.
Yeah.
On a scale of, we got to come up with a rating system. Like some people have like one of the other YouTubers I watch, he's got like a 5 woos. I give it a woo. So we got to come up with our own rating system.
We're going to give it 2 Bojangles.
Yeah, I'd give it 2.5 Bojangles.
2.75 Bojangles.
Yeah.
5 if we're talking about the villain.
Mm-hmm.
5 Bojangles. Bojangles, please sponsor us.
I wish.
That would be the happiest you've ever been in your life if you got a phone call from Bojangles. You just have to put a bag of Boo Biscuits on there.
A what?
Booberry Biscuits or something?
Bowberry biscuits. Don't ever
I'm thinking
disrespect
about
Bojangles.
Booberry, the
But
cereal.
Jonathan Majors, he is one hell of an upcoming actor.
Yes.
Stop looking at yourself.
I can't. What do you mean looking at myself? I wasn't looking at myself. Actually, I was looking at you.
But he's becoming quickly. He's been in a lot of stuff here
Creed
lately.
3, Devotion we just watched,
Mm-hmm.
an interesting film, and The Harder They Fall, an excellent movie.
Yes, even though he was mad as hell about the title sequence.
They corrected it in the end, though.
They did.
But I don't like it when they do that. But
So he can't get his picture.
He's the Denzel of the future, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see him and Denzel in a movie, acting side by side, or across from each other. Be pretty good. But yeah, overall, I thought it was good.
What if he's the Equalizer 3 villain?
I'm gonna be torn. My allegiance. I don't know who I'd root for.
He loves Jonathan Majors.
Because in Creed 3, I wanted him to win.
Was the first movie you saw him in The Harder They Fall?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, we also have to watch Lovecraft Country. That's one he's in.
Yes, it's on. Well, it's not
Canceled too soon.
Yep. Well, maybe not. We haven't seen it yet.
That's true.
Yep.
But if it's Jonathan Majors, I doubt you're going to dislike it.
Probably.
Because you're...
Probably. I don't know, but yeah, Antman, go see it. I'd give it like a 3.5. No, I probably wouldn't give it 2.5 out of 5.
I'd do 2.75.
I'd give 2.5 out of 5 Chick-fil-A biscuits.
Ugh.
I don't know. We'll figure it.
Disgusting.
No, I didn't. I mean, Cajun filet biscuits. I'm sorry, Bojangles.
Yeah,
Forgive
you
me.
fucked up.
I did.
Now you have to
I
go
did.
apologize.
I did.
And you will.
Yes, St. Augustine, here I come. But this has been another episode of the One Thing About Us. We review.
We re-review.
We got it. Why'd you repeat it?
Because an echo. Why are you looking?
Okay. Well,
Open your eyes.
thank you.